Hi everybody, it's Angela from Create Heal Shine. So excited that you're here with me to talk all about shiny object syndrome and multitasking. So let's discuss this. It's actually one of my favorite topics because it's been a thorn in my side for my entire life. For those of you who are like me and are multi-passionate and super creative, then you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say I get so distracted with 1,000 things, that shiny objects everywhere. But how do I actually get so much stuff done? Because people always say, I don't understand how you get that much stuff done. Where do you find the time? How do you do all that stuff? And a while ago, there was this documentary on, it's still on, I think it's Netflix, on Martha Stewart. And she said something like, I love the challenge of seeing how much stuff I can get done in one day, how much I can actually get done in one day. And it is fascinating how much the human body and mind can accomplish in one day if we put our mind to something. When you don't waste tons of time, when you don't procrastinate on all your dreams. And I'm not saying pushing yourself in the way of burning out and overdoing things. I'm just talking about regular things in one day. When you're organized, you don't waste time on frivolous things. You don't let yourself get totally distracted by all the crazy shiny objects out there. You don't multitask 20 things at one time and end up getting like 2 little tiny tasks done at the end of the day. Those kinds of things. And as someone who has ADD, I know all about multitasking and shiny objects. I can really go off the rails rather quickly with shiny objects, so I can totally understand this. I also have to reel myself in. So as much as this is for you, it's for me. I work really hard a lot of the time to get refocused and get back on track and stop this shiny glittery thing in the corner and getting all distracted, because it really derails me on my dreams and what I want to do. And I thought this would help you to know that there's a lot of people like that if you're struggling with that. And I find that is super important to talk about because it's something that can happen every single day of your life if you let it. I want to also put this in regards of making our dreams come true. Choosing to stop getting so distracted and unfocused and putting yourself first. Probably because you haven't done that in a really, really long time. Honoring your needs, honoring your dreams, going all in on your dreams. Like going all in. Imagine what you could accomplish if you didn't let yourself get pulled in 1,000 different directions. And you might say, but that's just how it is. The phone's ringing, this is happening. And I totally understand. I can relate 100%. But it is actually takes mindfulness and intention to focus and try and use those small pockets of time to get things done that you want to get done. Because when you choose to make yourself a priority and put yourself first, you don't want to be 90 and looking back on all the things that you really could have done, but you know you could have made time for it, but you chose not to because you didn't make yourself a priority. You made somebody else's dreams a priority instead. You helped everybody else get to theirs. So let's get refocused and think about shiny object syndrome for a second. What does it stand for? SOS. What does that mean? Help. SOS, help. Exactly. So why do we want to be doing that all the time? Why do we want to be pulled in a million directions? For me, I know all what it's like to get started on something and then get distracted by 10 other things and projects and tasks and things all over the place and end up with a pile of hundreds, and not even exaggerating, hundreds of unfinished projects. Once I even made a course called Finish Your Unfinished Projects. And it was really good. I still have it. I should dig that out of the archives somewhere, because I did that to really help myself, to get myself to focus and come up with a way of a plan that I could reel myself in and realize what is actually important to me. And when I started doing different things and asking myself, is this really aligned with who I am? Is this thing I'm getting distracted from somebody else said to do, or I saw it on social media, or I think I need to do it? Is this actually aligned with where I'm going and my dreams that I want to fulfill and do for my life? And if they're not, I'm jotting them down and putting them on a sheet so I don't lose the idea. And it doesn't have to be gone forever, but it can be gone for right now. Right now, it's not on my forefront. Right now, I need to put the horse blinders on and do the things that I need to do. I need to get the stuff done that I want to do, and I'll be so happy I did once I've done them, because I'll be working my way to fulfilling my own dreams. So it's super important that we're aware that we're even doing this, because sometimes we don't even really know that we're doing this, and the end of the day comes and we got absolutely nothing done. And the next day is the same, and the next day is the same, and the next day is the same. So whatever it is sitting in the corner, so shiny and sparkly and glittery and exciting, write it down and make it for later, and focus on what you're doing at hand. Save it for later. It's not going to go anywhere. You're not saying, oh, I can't do that. You're just saying, I can't do that. I'm not doing that right now. I'm choosing not to do that right now. When we're drawn to all of this new, we're really getting out of our own alignment and jumping into all sorts of things that are not taking us on the path that we want in this moment. And let me tell you, friends, multitasking is the dream killer. I know you've been told and sold the dream of multitasking and how much you will do. But I'm telling you that multitasking, and I mean, unless you're at some specific job where you have to do a million things at one time, you're not going to achieve your dreams and your big goals flittering from project to project, idea to idea, and phone call to phone call, and books and paper and scraps and stuff on your computer and your laptop and your iPad and your journals and everywhere else, writing things down and to-do lists. It's going to feel crazy, and you're going to feel more overwhelmed. If you actually hunker down, even if you have to use a timer for a couple hours to get into your flow state of doing the thing that you want to be doing, even if it's just researching the thing and you haven't figured out what that is yet, but getting in, allowing yourself to be in that flow state. Creativity thrives by being in the flow state and being undistracted. Distraction kills creativity. And multitasking is so glorified in this world. This world is so fast paced. Give me that food. How many times have you gone through the drive-through and been like, oh, this is slow. What is going on? We're so used to like, hurry, hurry, hurry. This isn't fast enough. We're getting food thrown to us through a little square window, and it's not fast enough. So stop beating yourself up for not getting anything done. And just see and honor yourself and say, okay, I'm splitting my energy. If this is something you see yourself doing, just see yourself splitting your energy and realizing and being mindful of what's going on so that you can make a change. When we're giving our brain this cognitive overload, we're so overloaded with thoughts and ideas and things and projects that our brain can't even think clearly. It's trying to absorb all of this stuff. We're juggling all these balls in the air and we're dropping them all over the place. And like I said, it's detrimental to creativity and your creative flow. Because creativity, it thrives in like a focused environment, not all shredded apart and fragmented all over the place. And when we're shifting tasks or seeing something shiny and new, we're disrupting our brain, natural creative process. We can't really get into that flow state that we want to be in. That we know when we get into that, we can get so much done. We're doing this, we're doing that, we're shifting all over the place. We're starting new tasks. So I want you to think about your experiences with creativity and how multitasking can take you right out of that creative flow so many times. So this is such a detrimental thing, to be multitasking and being absorbed by every single thing that comes our way. So don't fall into that trap. When you narrow and go narrowed in and put the horse blinders on and do the thing, you are going to get so much more done. I feel so much better and so more aligned when and in flow and thinking clearly when I'm focused on one thing. Just one thing. Just do that thing. Because you can go through all of this stuff over and over and over and still get nothing done. And do you want to be 90 years old and looking back and having all of these regrets that if you just stop doing all this stuff, maybe it's for somebody else. Maybe it's just you're distracting yourself with things that don't even matter. Maybe somebody else wants you to do all these things for them. Do you want to be 90 years old and looking back and thinking, oh, if I just had made myself a priority and I just had give myself the space and time to do the thing that I could have got it done? How amazing that would feel. It's like a dopamine hit when we get things done too. So when you actually finish something, it's like, yes, I got that done. Feels so good. And all distractions aren't bad. Some can lead to unexpected opportunities and excitement. But when the opportunity is that you're just pivoting to something else and something else and something else, that's not an opportunity. You're never fully in all the way. You're not gone all in. You're not embracing and embodying the project or the thing fully and making it as great as it could be. So just my thought to you today is to keep track of all those amazing ideas and thoughts and things that come your way and write them down and see it as a not right now, but maybe later. They're not going anywhere. You can do them next, just not yet. It's okay to be curious, but staying aligned with your goal is crucial to getting it done. You are worth pursuing your passion. You are worth it. I know that for me, I have to be mindful and focus on what I want to get done, put my horse blinders on and say, okay, I'm going to do 2 hours of this, or I'm going to create this many of this, and then I am going to go have a break. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do this until that project is finished. So give yourself the gift of not multitasking and not following every shiny objects that come your way, and get the stuff done you need to get done and want to get done. And remember that multitasking is a complete illusion. When it comes to getting things done for yourself, it will just destroy dreams. So make yourself a priority and put yourself first if you haven't been. And make your dreams come true. And I will see you next time. And don't forget, if you love this podcast, you will absolutely love the free community, the Create, Heal, Shine community. And I will leave a link below this video so you can join. And come on, join us. There's so many resources and workshops and fun things and monthly challenges that we do in there. You'll love it. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.